Hello, and welcome to my channel where I discuss the video game industry and gaming culture as a longtime video game creator. 2023 has been a record year for the most 90-plus Metacritic games in history, while also holding the record for the most number of layoffs in the history of the video game history, with over 7,000 jobs lost. Games have arguably never been better, and never been more insecure to work in. So what is happening? It's easiest to focus on the biggest factor driving layoffs. I will set aside other contributing factors like the macroeconomic climate, bandwagon investing behavior, corporate greed in a capitalistic society, interest rates, inflation, and instead focus on the most important factor which mitigates all others. Smashing that like button below so others can benefit from this video. But back to topic. The number one factor contributing to layoffs in the video game industry, games simply cost too much to build and too much to launch. Now reaching budgets of $100 million to $500 million, launching a game once marketing, production, distribution, PR, live services all counted for is over $1 billion. Even mobile games now take tens to hundreds of millions of dollars to take to market. Yes, there are exceptions and there is a range, but the only predictable way to ensure a new game is a success is more time, more talent, more tools, all requiring, you guessed it, more money. You could argue the video game industry has relied on outspending on graphics, scope, and feature sets to remain competitive over the first 40 years of the industry. Now, at this billion-dollar scale, a single game makes a difference for many publishers between a profitable year or burning through cash and debt and even bankruptcy. There is no longer any margin for failure in an industry where less than 10% of new IPs succeed. While the price of AAA video games has increased from about $50 to $70 from 2000 to 2020, it's roughly a 40% increase. Budgets have also increased by as much as 1,000%. Publishers have absorbed this risk by increasing the long-term income per sale with DLC, microtransactions, season passes, distribution deals on new platforms, branding partnerships, while increasing their reliance on sequels and licensed IP. Some publishers with access to deep pockets are choosing to write off hundreds of millions of dollars for new IP launches in the hopes of building the IP to profit over multiple iterations, as Amazon is doing with New World. However, this is not available to most other publishers. Platform holders like Nintendo, Microsoft, Amazon, Sony are able to lose money on their first-party games in service of selling hardware, subscriptions, physical products, and whatever else they cook up for us. They don't need the games to make direct profit in the short term if they're going to be propping up a larger long-term ecosystem of revenue generating businesses. But for the rest of the industry, the situation remains. If nothing else changes, if the video game industry isn't able to charge more for games without losing players, if the cost of games continues to climb, if the availability of cash to fund these big bets continues to dry up, we can expect to see fewer AAA games, more sequels, more spin-offs, and more licensed IP games. I know this is contrary to popular online opinion, but most video game executives got into gaming because they love games. They don't want to see the risk-taking end, and they don't want to stop making original IPs. And most are gamers too. They are looking for a way forward to make money for their shareholders and maximize their company's creative output. We see most gaming companies without an answer decreasing risk, laying off teams until someone figures out how to innovate in a competitive way. And overall, these layoffs are deeply damaging to our industry. We always lose talent to other industries when layoffs happen, forever losing those future ideas and their passions. It puts most everyone in the video game in the industry in a state of duress, fearful that the axe may be unknowingly hovering over their neck. It's impossible to do our very best work in the video game industry when we are under duress. It is creative work which inherently requires us to take risks, to be vulnerable to our peers and bosses. I'm actively doing my part to find solutions at Look North World, and I met so many others doing the same. I love this industry. I love video games. I love gamers. I'm confident we'll once again unlock this creative output and manage risk smartly at all levels of scope and scale. We will get better. We will get smarter. We'll find breakthroughs because game developers are anything if not resilient and determined. But most importantly, we've got grit. As of the end of 2023, companies like mine at Look North World see creator platforms as a way forward to new IP incubation, disruption, a place to launch new IPs from at a much lower cost. Others hope to see AI, if not decrease the cost of games, slow the rate of cost increases, so revenues have a chance to catch up over time. What do you think will be the unlock which lets us get back to sustainable innovation in video game industry? Drop your comments and opinions below so I can learn from you and maybe share some of those in future videos. Thanks for watching, and please smash that like button and subscribe to this channel if you made it to the end of this video. I'm Patrick, aka Lordy. Keep your chin up, heart open. I believe in you. Thank you for watching.